How's it going, KastKing fans? This is Ethan Preston from Preston Outdoors, and in today's video I want to do a rod comparison for you guys, comparing the KastKing Perigee II and the Wright McGill Skeet Reese rod. I want to talk to you about the Wright McGill Skeet Reese rod, and obviously this is the 7.2 jig and / worm rod by Wright McGill, the Skeet Reese signature series. I picked these up, oh my gosh, I started using these Skeet Reese rods. I was looking for a low price, high quality rod. What got me on these ones was this thing they called S-curve technology, to where they limit the overall weight of the rod, but also be able to give you a very sensitive rod in that. And that's what I found in this rod. Was very happy with the sensitivity in it and the strength. You know, like I said, it's a 7.3 or 7.2, excuse me, but it's got a lot of heft in it. The only thing I would say that I knocked on these rods when I was using them is that the rod from the reel seat out is very heavy. As you can tell, it really falls down. I actually put weighted balancing caps on the end of these, which were pretty good. I use them on mostly any of my rods that I use today just to increase the sensitivity. But I mean, it was a lot of stress on my wrist, to where you're flipping out there with a jig and you're bouncing like this a lot. You know, at least how I work a jig in shallow water. I'm hopping and skipping and swimming it quite a bit, to where it's getting a lot of stress on my wrist. But otherwise, I really fell in love with these rods. So this was my favorite rod for the last, like I said, how many years I've had these? At least 4 or 5. I mean, I love fishing a jig for largemouth and smallmouth. So this is the rod I picked up if I was going fun fishing, you know, pre-fishing for a tournament, something like that. This is the rod that I really look to. But that was all the way until this past summer, the summer of 2017. I didn't think I'd ever switch using these rods and then reels and stuff like that, but this next rod even blew me out of the water even more, to where I don't even use this rod anymore. And that would be this rod. This is a KastKing 7.1 Perigee II rod. It's a medium heavy. They came out with their Perigee II rods later last summer. I picked up like 3 or 4 just to test them out. Some spinning rods, some bait casting rods, everything like that. And I was like, well, I need a medium heavy. I want to compare my favorite rod, this one right here, the Skeet Reese rod, the jig rod, to something like this, to where I can fish a jig with also. And boy, was I blown out of the water. This rod it's labeled as medium heavy, but the way how sensitive it is, and how, I wouldn't say limber, but it's just got way more sensitivity and just a little bit more give than what you get from your normal stock medium heavy bait casting rod. So the KastKing Perigee II rod has a technology trademarked by KastKing. It's called KastFlex technology, and it's a little bit above my understanding. Watching videos and talking to people that are really deep into building these rods, is that it's a different way that they have woven the components together around the rod blank, which in turn does this: increase the strength of the rod, but also decreases the weight of the rod. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little comparison video, comparing the Wright McGill Skeet Reese signature rod. This is, like I said, a 7.2 jig / worm rod, and comparing the KastKing Perigee II 7.1 medium heavy. Both of them I use exclusively for jig fishing, either be regular bass jigs or tube jigs and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't already, please go check out the KastKing YouTube channel. Among a lot of other pro staff and brand ambassadors across the country, they are coming to you with different rod and reel and comparison videos, line comparison videos, techniques to catch fish all across the nation. So if you go check out their YouTube channel, that'd be awesome. Also, they got a Facebook page and an Instagram page sharing a bunch of great content as well. And again, my name is Ethan Preston here at Preston Outdoors. If you haven't already, it would be awesome if you guys could give my YouTube channel a look as well. I also have Facebook Instagram, and Twitter, all at Preston Outdoors. That'd be much appreciated. So I thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time.